You know what is really making me angry? The fact that I had to repeat the 6th grade last year, and this means I will be graduating from elementary school later than I wanted to. And I'm going to be turning 13 in just a couple of months. Everyone else is in the 7th grade. I wish I can be there, instead of the 6th grade. Or better, I wish I can skip a few grades to be in high school. What can I do? Wait a minute, you know how I tried to board the preschool bus, and then the middle school bus? I'm going to do the same with the high school bus, so that I can go to high school. Because that is where I actually belong, not the 6th grade. This is going to be the best day in my entire life, and maybe I'll make some new friends there. And perhaps, I will be taking AP classes while I'm in high school, so I can get college credit very early. And I will also go to college earlier than everyone else. Now, first, I must get my backpack ready for tomorrow. Oh good, today is the day I will be boarding the high school bus, so that I can go to GoAnimate City High School, and take a lot of AP classes so I can go to college much earlier than everyone else. And I know I will be getting a 4.0 GPA in high school, and I will get into one of the top universities when I go to college. Now, it's time to get ready for school, and I don't want to miss the bus. However, in order for the high school bus to come to my house, I have to use GoAnimate logic, and then I can board the bus and head on to GoAnimate City High School and attend AP classes there, and get college credit early on. This is going to be the best thing I have ever done in my entire life. And my parents are going to be so proud of me when they find out I made it to college very early. Pencils, check. Binder, check. Homework, check. Textbooks, check. Lunch, check. Composition notebooks, check. Calculator, check. Laptop, check. Looks like I'm all set for school. What else am I missing? Doesn't look like I'm missing anything. The bus will arrive within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I am going outside to wait for the bus. It's been 15 minutes, and the bus is going to be here any minute now. I know who drives the high school bus. That's the high school bus. I'm going to have it come over here, using GoAnimate logic. Grounded, 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 grounded.
Wait, why is the bus going backwards all of a sudden? I can't make it go forwards anymore. Why is that? This does not make any sense. Joseph, what are you doing here? You're in elementary school.
Actually, my principal just promoted me to the 9th grade, and I am skipping 2 grades. I got a 7.5 GPA this semester, and that's why I'm now in high school.
That's not what the superintendent told me, otherwise, I would have you on my bus. But you're in the 6th grade, so you need to take the bus that you're assigned to ride.
That's not true at all. I have gotten a 7.5 GPA in all of my classes, and my principal had me skip middle school, and that's why I deserve to be on your bus going to high school. I'm a freshman right now.
Joseph, I can't let you ride this bus because this is for high schoolers, and you're in the 6th grade. Otherwise, I would get into trouble with the superintendent, so I need you to step off this bus.
No, I'm not going to step off this bus because I am a freshman in high school.
You're just making things up, just so you can ride a bus that you're not assigned to. I'm not going to say it again, but you need to step off this bus. Otherwise, I may have to notify base.
I want to go to high school, 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 I want to go to high school. Please, I don't want to go to the special school.
Joseph, get off this bus, right now. And you're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing me, and you're especially embarrassing the high school students. Like I said, if you don't get off, I will be notifying base, and I will also be telling your parents. I'm literally right by your house, so I can talk to them at the front door.
No, I'm not getting off this bus because I am not in the 6th grade anymore. I am now a freshman in high school, and I skipped middle school. Don't you see that? Now, I was really looking forward to my first day as a freshman in high school.
Joseph, for the last time, I want you to stop off this bus. You're in elementary school, not high school. That's it, Joseph. I'm going to have to notify base. Bus 25 to base. I have an elementary student who wants to ride the high school bus, because he claims to have been promoted to 9th grade and can skip middle school. And that is not true at all. I told him multiple times to step off the bus, but he refuses to listen, and is throwing a temper tantrum.
Base 225. Have the student removed from the bus, and also notify his parents.
10-4, thank you. Joseph, I want you off this bus, now. The students are going to be late for first period.
What in the world is going on? Joseph, why are you trying to get on the wrong bus again? We told you about this numerous times.
Mrs. Reed, thank goodness you're here. Joseph was trying to board the high school bus, claiming he was a freshman in high school and skipped 7th and 8th grades. I told him numerous times to step off the bus, but he refused to do so, and he threw a temper tantrum.
Joseph Christopher Reed, come with me, right now. Joseph, stop crying. I told you before that you do not board a school bus that you are not assigned to ride. Not only you got yourself into trouble, you nearly made the high school students late to their first classes.
But Mom, I really wanted to go to high school because of how well I'm doing in school this year.
That's not how it works. You'll have to complete 7th grade and 8th grade before you can start high school. Very few students are able to skip a grade. That being said, now I'll have to drive you to school because you missed your bus. For what you did, you will be getting coal for Christmas this year, and you will not be hanging out with Tom, Joey, or Chris Percy, because you're grounded for the rest of 2024. Also, when you get home, you will go upstairs to your room and start on your homework. And do not slam the door.
Stop it. Just stop it. I haven't had a job in a few years, and I've been bored just being in the house most of the day. So I need to find something to do, but what is there to do? First, I am already bored from watching CoComelon most of the day. And I think there are much better things to do. Wait a minute, I think I will be a mall Mrs. Claus, one just remembered seeing an ad for that position in the classified section of the local newspaper. I'm going to go apply for that job. I've always wanted to be a mall Mrs. Claus, and give children their Christmas presents. Alright, I can look for a temporary position, so that I can gain some work experience. I think the position for Mall Santa and Mall Mrs. Claus is posted. I'm going to apply for it.
Okay, Kate, you have been unemployed for quite some time now. And as your support worker, I think it might be a good idea for you to get a temporary job. That way, you can gain some experience.
Ha 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 ha. Your voice sounds funny, especially if you say bus over and over and over again.
Hey, don't make fun of my voice.
I am so sorry, Your Majesty.
Please, don't call me that. You can call me Sir Fred, or Mr. Wiggles.
Ha 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 ha. Mr. Wiggles, that name sounds so funny.
Kate, can we just focus, please?
I'm sorry.
Now, there is a position available at TheGoanimator City Mall. It's for a mall Mrs. Claus. And I think you are the best fit for the position, given your childlike personality.
A mall Mrs. Claus, wow, that actually sounds very fun, and in fact, I found this role in the classified section of the local newspaper.
So, are you interested in this position?
I am. Being a mall Mrs. Claus actually sounds like something I will enjoy a lot.
Great, everything is now settled. Will you be able to start next Monday?
Of course I will. I don't have anything planned for that day, so I will be able to start by then.
Brilliant. Well then, I will see you on Monday. You have a good rest of your afternoon.
Wow, this is a dream come true. I have always wanted to be a mall Mrs. Claus, ever since I was a little girl. Now I am finally a mall Mrs. Claus. Hello, what would you like for Christmas this year?
Oh my goodness, Kate, is that you in the Mrs. Santa Claus costume?
Steven, what are you doing here?
Well, the kids and I are shopping for Christmas presents, and they wanted to come see Santa. But I wasn't expecting to see you here as Mrs. Santa Claus.
Thing is, I just got a job here as a mall Mrs. Santa, and this is what I've been dreaming of doing my entire life. Please, don't ruin this moment for me.
We're not going to ruin the moment for you, Kate. We just weren't expecting to see you on the job here. That's all.
Wow, it's unusual to see Mom working, and she never has had a job in her life before.
I agree with you, I've never seen Mom leaving the house for work before.
Hey, you must have not remembered that I actually had a job before. I used to work in an office several years ago.
You had a job of the office, I remember. But I also remember you were terminated from your position because you were watching Barney and Friends instead of doing your work.
Stop mentioning that show already. I have since moved on from Barney and Friends, especially after they stopped making new episodes in 2009, and they aren't even showing reruns on PBS. Now, I suggest you leave me alone, because I have to do my job. And you have Christmas shopping to do.
Okay, fine. We'll see you when you get home. Come on kids, let's go find a different Santa who is not acting like a 3-year-old.
Now, I can finally start focusing on doing my job. I'm going to give kids what they want for Christmas this year. Hello, Merry Christmas. What can I get for the three of you?
Mrs. Santa Claus, I want to get a Super Simple Songs DVD collection for the preschool students for when they return to school next month after the Christmas vacation.
I would like a Thomas and Friends toy train set because our family is making more videos for our nursery rhyme YouTube channel. It is getting very popular, and we have over 500,000 subscribers.
And I would also like a Thomas and Friends play set to give to Little Forest Daycare and another to give to the kindergarteners at Lakewood Elementary.
The Thomas and Friends playsets, I can get for you. We don't have Super Simple Songs DVDs in stock.
Right now, I am looking at what I want Santa to give me for Christmas this year. I hope he will give me Super Simple Songs DVDs, and not coal. I never expected Joseph to call me into a Zoom meeting at this time. I wonder what we're going to talk about.
Good afternoon, Chris Percy.
Good afternoon to you, Joseph. I never expected a call from you.
My family is going Christmas shopping, but they've hired a babysitter to watch over me, so I have to stay home. However, I had Arthur come over before the babysitter could arrive. And we ordered a large pizza for lunch. Would you like to join us?
I would love to. First, I have to check with my parents about that. I'll be right back. Mom, Dad. Joseph is going Christmas shopping with his family, and he invited me. Can I go with him?
Absolutely not, Chris. First of all, you're still grounded, and second thing, Joseph is a troublemaker, and he is not a good influence on you at all.
Now go back upstairs to your room until lunch is ready.
Well, Joseph, I have some bad news. I can't join you at Arthur because I am still grounded.
Yeah, I know how that feels. But don't give up just yet. I have some great news on how you can solve this problem.
You do?
Yes, so listen very closely. You know how my parents don't like it when I put on loud music? Well, I think your parents also don't like loud music either. If you want to teach them a lesson about grounding you on a daily basis, you should put on loud music at 3 o'clock in the morning, and put on some Christmas music, also to try to get Santa Claus to come here from the North Pole and give you whatever you want for Christmas.
Wow, Joseph, that is the best advice you have ever given me. Only thing is, I don't have a loudspeaker at my house.
I have a loudspeaker at my place, and I used it when I put on loud music at 3 in the morning 2 years ago. I can let you borrow it, but once you're done using it, please bring it back to me.
That sounds like a really good idea, Joseph. I'm going to come over to your house in about 15 minutes, using GoAnimate logic.
Sounds good with me. I will also see you in 15 minutes. You take care, Chris.
Okay, now that I'm going to teach my parents a lesson, I will finally be getting what I want for Christmas from Santa Claus later tonight. Now, using GoAnimate logic, I will be headed over to Joseph's house to pick up the loudspeaker. Grounded, 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 grounded.
Hey, Chris.
Joseph, I can see that you were able to get the speaker, just as I was arriving. When do you want me to give it back to you?
Give it back to me whenever, like next weekend or something. But there's one thing I have to say. Playing loud music at 3 in the morning is going to make your parents pay the price for always grounding you.
Thanks for the speaker, Joseph.
No problem. I wish you all the best, Chris. Anyways, I better get going because Arthur and I are going to have pizza in the next 5 minutes, and we're also watching CoComelon.
Take care, Joseph. Wow, I really like this speaker. However, I have to hide it in the closet so that my parents won't find it. At 3 in the morning, I will play loud Christmas music so that my parents around me and Santa gives me my Super Simple Songs DVDs for Christmas. And while I'm waiting, I guess I will continue watching Super Simple Songs on my computer. Alright, it's now 3 in the morning, time to get the speaker, take it downstairs, and play Christmas music at maximum volume, and then Santa will come with my Christmas presents. Alright, Santa. I'm going to play you some Christmas music so that you can come over here and bring me my Super Simple Songs DVDs. Mom, Dad, Penelope, what are you two doing here? It's very early in the morning.
Chris Percy, do you realize what time it is? It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and this isn't the time to play music downstairs.
You woke us up during the middle of the night.
Why would you do something like that? Also, where did you get that speaker?
Well, I got the speaker from Joseph, and he let me borrow it, so I can play Christmas music to try and get Santa to bring me my Christmas presents a few days early.
Chris, because of what you did, we're going to have to return the speaker to Joseph.
Also, you will be grounded during the entire Christmas vacation, until school starts in January. Now, go back upstairs to your room. We need to go back to sleep. And do not slam the door.
Alexa, do you know what day it is?
Today is December 25th, 2024, Christmas Day.
Oh good, I think Santa will give me what I wanted for Christmas, DVD collections of Family Guy, The Simpsons, American Dad, and Friends. I better not get cold this year, otherwise I will sue Santa in court. Now, it's time to head downstairs to open my Christmas present.
Good morning, Joseph. Merry Christmas.
Good morning to you, Mom, Dad, Arthur, DW, and Kate. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Good morning, and Merry Christmas, Joseph.
Are we going to open presents right now?
Not right now, Joseph. First, we're going to eat breakfast, and then we will open presents after. Joseph, please don't get started with a childish tantrum, not on Christmas.
But I really want to open presents now. I don't want to wait. I want my Family Guy DVDs.
Joseph, we're having breakfast right now, then, we're going to open presents. So, I would like you to come with us into the dining room. We're having strawberry waffles and whipped cream.
Oh my goodness, did you just say we're having strawberry waffles?
Yes, and I know that's your favorite breakfast on Christmas, Thanksgiving, and people's birthdays. Now, let's all go into the dining room. Breakfast will be ready any minute now. Alright, who's going to open presents first?
I will open my present and see what Santa gave me. Yes, I got the iPhone 15 this year. Thank you so much, Santa.
Actually, that was from us. We had to upgrade the phones, and you were doing so well in school, that we decided you deserved to get an iPhone 15.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. This is the best Christmas ever.
You're welcome, Kate. Now, DW will now open her Christmas present.
I got the iPad 10th generation.
And Deborah decided to get it for you, because of how well you've been doing in your freshman year of college.
Aunt Deborah is the best. How can I thank her for this?
You can send her a thank you email telling her how much you like the iPad.
Now, Arthur is going to open his present, from Grandma Thora.
I wonder if Arthur got CoComelon and Super Simple Songs DVDs. If he did, then we can watch CoComelon and Super Simple Songs after we have lunch.
Joseph, you know I'm not into preschool shows anymore. Besides, I think CoComelon is very annoying, and very cringy, so is Super Simple Songs.
Hey, I can't believe you would say CoComelon is cringe. You're starting to sound like Buster and Muffy from when they were watching over me at their house.
I'm only stating my opinion on those shows. Besides, you played those songs millions of times, and it reminded me of when DW and I were much younger, and she would play Silly Bus over and over every day. Besides, I think CoComelon is worse than Silly Buzz.
I don't care, what you said wasn't very nice. CoComelon is the best thing in the whole wide world, so is Super Simple Songs.
Joseph, don't try and start an argument with Arthur, not on Christmas. Now, Arthur, you can open up your present.
Yeah, I don't have time to argue with anyone, especially on Christmas, or birthdays.
Arthur has a point, Joseph.
Arthur, you can now open your present.
Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, my goodness. I also got an iPad 10th generation. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I could have asked for a better Christmas.
Arthur, You also deserve a new iPad because of how well you're doing in college, and you're going to be graduating in the spring. So this is also an early graduation present. Now, Joseph, your present is still under the tree.
It better be a DVD set of Family Guy, or The Simpsons.
I'm surprised to hear that Joseph is finally moving on from baby shows.
I am also surprised by this. I thought he only liked CoComelon and super simple songs. Good thing he is moving on from those silly baby shows.
Alright, here's the moment of truth. Wait, what is this? No, not another lump of coal. Santa, how could you do this to me? I finally moved from 5th grade to 6th grade.
Joseph, even though you're doing better in school, you still misbehave a lot, and that's why you got coal this year.
Once you improve your behavior, then you won't be getting coal for Christmas anymore. Also, you're old enough to watch The Simpsons. However, you're still a little too young for Family Guy.
I want a Simpsons DVD, 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 and I want a Family Guy DVD, not a lump of coal. Santa, you're the worst, and I will take you to court.
Joseph, get up off the floor right now. You're not getting a Simpsons DVD until you can learn to behave yourself. One thing you need to do is stop with those childish tantrums, they're really getting annoying.
And this is the reason I never wanted to come home as much anymore. Your tantrums have really gotten annoying, Joseph.
I'm upset that you got me coal for Christmas, and not those DVDs of The Simpsons or Family Guy. I really wanted those DVDs.
Joseph, like your mother said, once you improve your behavior, you won't be getting coal for Christmas. Now, I suggest you go into another room, so we won't get annoyed by your childish tantrums.
Joseph, get up off the floor right now. You're embarrassing yourself and the entire family.
Joseph, what are you doing?
Joseph, Christopher, Reed, we can't believe you knocked down the Christmas tree. You should be lucky that you didn't break any Christmas ornaments. That's it.
Go upstairs to your room, now. And take your lump of coal with you.
Stop it. Just stop it.
I'm really getting tired of Joseph's childish behavior.
I know, right? It's always embarrassing, even at home.
Alright, Santa! Here are the things I want for Christmas this year. First, I want Super Simple Songs Video Collection Volume 1, Super Simple Songs Video Collection Volume 2, Tina the Talking Tabby, a CoComelon toy piano, CoComelon school bus, Wonder Pets Save the Animals for the Nintendo DS, a Wonder Pets coloring book, crayons, CoComelon bubble bath, and a collection of rubber duckies. Oh, this is going to the best Christmas ever! However, if you give me coal, and especially if you give any of my friends coal for Christmas, I'm going to take you to court and sue you for millions of dollars. So you better get me my baby show DVDs, crayons, coloring books, bubble bath, and rubber duckies. Now my Christmas list is complete. I will email it to Santa.
Santa, how is everything going right now? Did you receive another list from someone?
Looks like I just got another list. This one is from Chris Percy, who lives in GoAnimate City. He wants to have Super Simple Songs DVDs, Coco Melon toys, a Wonder Pets game for the Nintendo DS, a coloring book with crayons, and a Coco Melon bubble bath. First, we don't have the money to give him all of those things. Second, he is 12 years old, and he is too old for most of that stuff. Number 3, the Nintendo DS was discontinued more than 10 years ago, and I can only get it on eBay. Number 4, Chris has misbehaved a lot this year. And I have something else in mind.
Well, in that case, we're going to give him coal. And if he can behave himself next year, then we can give him what he wants for Christmas.
He also better move on from those silly preschool shows. I suggest he watch something like Friends or The Simpsons.
I agree with everything you say, Santa. Chris is too old to be watching Coco Melon Wonder Pets or Super Simple Songs.
Now there are only 2 presents under the tree, and they are yours, Chris. So you can open them.
This one better be the Super Simple Songs Video Collection Volume 1. Oh, no! What is this nonsense? Oh, no! Not coal! Santa, this better be a joke. And the next present better be a Super Simple Songs DVD. Alright, this better be a Super Simple Songs DVD, or Tina the Talking Tabby. Oh, no, not again. You've got to be kidding me, Santa!
Why?
That's right, Chris. You have been misbehaving a lot this year. And that's why you got coal for Christmas.
You threw your dinner plate twice. First time was when you refused to eat your vegetables. Second time was on Thanksgiving.
The worst thing you've ever done, Chris, was installing Joseph OS version 2 on my computer, and I had to use the school computers to do my homework assignments. Thankfully, my computer is running again.
And if you can improve your behavior, then Santa won't give you coal for Christmas. Have you ever thought of that?
Why?
I want my Super Simple Songs DVD. 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 Santa, how could you?
Why?
Another thing, Chris, we are getting tired of your childish tantrums, they are getting annoying, and you're embarrassing yourself and the entire family. Even while we're at home.
Santa, I'm going to sue you in court for this. And I demand $5,000 in compensation, along with my Super Simple Songs DVDs. I do not deserve this.
Chris, you just got another present from Santa.
Oh my goodness, what is this? It's not coal this time. But I don't know what exactly it is.
Brian, Emma, come downstairs. Time to open lazy Christmas presents.
Brian, here's lazy present from Lazy Santa.
Yes, me get lazy, iPhone 15. Thanks Santa, Mom, Dad. Best lazy Christmas ever.
Emma, here is lazy present from Lazy Santa Claus.
Yes, me get lazy iPad 10th generation. Thanks Santa, lazy mom, lazy dad. Best lazy Christmas.
Now me going to open me lazy present. Me get lazy Samsung Galaxy 24. Me had to upgrade phone.
Santa give me anything good for lazy Christmas? Me going to open me lazy Christmas present. Me hope me get Potato Melon on DVD. No 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 no. Santa gave me potatoes. Why? Why me get potatoes for Christmas?
Dad going to throw lazy tantrum any minute.
This is so lazy embarrassing.
This is what you get acting childish. Throw lazy tantrum like 3-year-old.
Wah, me want potato melon, 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 me want potato melon. Me going to teach Santa big lazy lesson. Wah.
If stop acting childish, you get regular Christmas presents instead of potatoes.
Potatoes, 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 potatoes.
Wow, 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 wow.
Dave, stop acting childish. You're not lazy motor car.
All right, me going to eat potatoes. Me going to eat potatoes. Me going to eat potatoes. Me going to eat potatoes the Santa gave me for lazy Christmas. Potatoes are so delicious. Thank you, Santa. This is best lazy Christmas ever.
Remember, eat all of your potatoes. Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon, Arthur.
Good afternoon, Joseph. How is your New Year's Eve going?
Not so good, unfortunately. You see, my parents hired another babysitter to watch over me. This time, it's Miss Gray. The rest of my family is going to have dinner at Grandma Thora's house, and it's New Year's Eve.
That's not good. I never liked having babysitters at all, because they would ground me every 30 minutes or so. Say, why don't I come over to your house, and we can watch CoComelon Christmas songs?
That sounds like a very good idea, even though it's past Christmas. However, here's what I want you to do before you come over. Make a suit that looks like Miss Gray. And before you ring the doorbell or knock on the front door, I want you to get into the Miss Gray suit. After the rest of my family leaves, you can get out of the suit. We can have pizza and hamburgers for dinner.
I actually like that idea, Joseph. How did you figure this out?
2 years ago, DW had Karen over to be our babysitter. We had a lot of pizza for lunch that day, and we were watching a lot of YouTube videos and Netflix.
Wow, I didn't know about that. So, what time do you want me to come over to the house?
Come over at 4:30 or 4:45. And when my parents think that Miss Gray arrives a few minutes early, they will leave for Grandma Thora's house.
Sounds good then. Anyways, I am going to make the suit right now. And I will be at your house at 4:45. See you then, Joseph.
You take care, Arthur. I'll see you in 2 hours.
Hey Arthur, what are the plans for New Year's Eve?
I'm going to hang out with Joseph at his house, but first, I will make a suit that looks like his babysitter, so that his parents won't know it's actually me.
That sounds like a good plan. It'll just be me and Larry Loud, and we're going to watch CoComelon and Super Simple Songs, Christmas songs.
Well then, I'm going to make the suit, and take it over to the Reed house. Now that I just arrived at the Reed's house, I will get into the suit that looks like Miss Gray. Then I'll ring the doorbell.
Joseph, your babysitter is going to arrive within the next 10 to 15 minutes.
And so, we want to remind you once again to be on your best behavior for Ms. Gray, understood?
I understand.
That must be the babysitter, I'll get it. Good afternoon, Ms. Gray.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Reed. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Happy New Year to you as well.
So, what is it that you want me to do while watching over Joseph?
Well, there is plenty of food in the refrigerator, if you want to make some dinner. You can watch Netflix, The Simpsons, SpongeBob SquarePants. Just make sure he does not misbehave. If he does, then let us know. We might not respond right away because we're going to be having dinner with some family. And we'll be back at around 8 or 8:30.
Sounds fine with me, Mrs. Reed. I hope you have a wonderful time at the service and then Christmas dinner.
Thanks for your kind words, Ms. Gray. We will see you in about 3 hours. We have to get going now. Alright everyone, let's get into the car and head on over to Grandma Thor's house. And Joseph, remember to be on your best behavior for Ms. Gray. We'll be back in about 4 hours.
Arthur, I'm so glad you could make it over here.
Same here, Joseph. I'm going to make us some dinner, and it will be your favorite. Pizza, hamburgers, and French fries. And we'll be watching Super Simple Songs and CoComelon the whole time. How does that sound?
I really like that idea. Arthur, you're the best.
Okay, I will turn on the TV for you, so you can watch CoComelon or Super Simple Songs, and I will be in the kitchen making dinner. I will let you know when it's ready.
First, I want you to put the Miss Gray suit somewhere, and when my parents get home, get back into the suit. What song will I listen to next? How about Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes?
Alright, Joseph. Here are the hamburgers, pizza, and fries that I made. So, are we watching Super Simple Songs?
Yes, we're going to watch Super Simple Songs. In fact, the first song we're listening to is Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. That is my new favorite song. I still like the wheels on the bus.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, All right, let's sing a little faster now. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, All right, let's sing even faster now.
You know what? I'm having the best New Year's Eve in my entire life. I hope 2025 will be an even better year.
I'm glad to hear that. Anyways, let's dig into this delicious pizza, French fries, and hamburgers.
So, what are your resolutions for 2025?
Well, my resolution is helping Joseph improve his behavior. I'm glad that he is doing much better in school than in years past. But he still causes so much trouble.
Same here. I think we need to do a better job of how we deal with Joseph. Sounds like I just received a notification on my phone. Let me check to see who messaged me.
David, what's wrong?
It's video footage from our doorbell camera. Take a look.
Now that I just arrived at the Reed's house, I will get into the suit that looks like Miss Gray. Then I'll ring the doorbell.
Oh my goodness, what is Arthur doing at our house? I arranged Miss Gray to watch over Joseph. Wait, I see the real Miss Gray parking her car in front of the house, only to see Arthur walk into the house in the Miss Gray suit, and she drove away. I think Joseph invited Arthur into the house.
He is going to be in so much trouble when we get home.
Well, Jane and David, grounding him on a daily basis is not going to improve his behavior.
You may be right, Thora. We don't know what else we can do.
Arthur, we have about 4.5 hours, and it will be 2025. I have an idea. Let's continue watching CoComelon until midnight.
What song would you like me to play first?
Let's play The Wheels on the Bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The doors on the bus go open and close, open and close, open and close. The doors on the bus go open and close, all through the town. The driver on the bus says move on back, move on back, move on back. The driver on the bus says move on back, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town.
Oh no, I better get out of here.
Joseph Christopher Reed, did you invite Arthur over to our house?
Tell us the truth. Why was Arthur in our house while we were with Grandma Thora? Miss Gray should have been the one babysitting you.
Well, I called Arthur into a Zoom meeting. I had him make a suit that looks like Miss Gray, and he got out of the Miss Gray suit after you all left for Grandma Thora's house. We had hamburgers, pizza, and French fries for dinner. And we were watching CoComelon and Super Simple Songs all of this time.
Joseph, we told you numerous times not to hang out with Arthur, because he is not a good influence. And we can't believe you tricked us into thinking it was Miss Gray. And by the way, I see the Miss Gray suit in the kitchen. Now, go upstairs and get ready for bed. And all of us are going to bed before midnight.
Wow.
Joseph, stop it. Just stop it.
I'm so happy right now because today is December 31st.
And why is that, Penelope?
It's because it is the last day of 2024, and tomorrow, it will be 2025. I'm so looking forward to the new year, and I hope 2025 is better.
Oh no, not 2025.
What's wrong, Chris?
It can't be. I don't want it to be 2025.
Come on, Chris. Every year we go through this. It's just normal.
Next week, we have to go back to school, and I like staying at home.
If you want to know, I used to feel the exact same way when I was in elementary school, but look at me right now. I'm a freshman in high school, and I know you can do this. Trust me.
No, I don't want to go back to school. I want to stay home and then watch super simple songs, play on the PlayStation 5. Those are more fun than going to school.
Chris, can you stop with that attitude already? You need to realize that we all have to go back to school this month. All students return to school in January after the holidays.
I want to play video games. 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 And I want to watch super simple songs all day long.
Chris, what is all of this childish behavior about?
I don't want 2025 to be here because I have to go back to school next Monday. I want to keep staying at home because I don't like going to school.
Well, that's just how things are, Chris. All of your friends are going back to class on Monday, and so is Penelope. So just deal with it.
Another thing, we're going to have a New Year's Eve celebration later tonight. And we want you to be on your best behavior, so that we can lift your grounding the day you return to class. Understood?
I understand, Mom, Dad, and Penelope. If anything, I hope there will be a snow day on Monday, so that I don't have to go back to school. Also, why didn't they make remote learning permanent a few years ago? Because whenever the schools go to remote learning, I can play video games and watch super simple songs all I want. My New Year's resolution for 2025 is getting everything I want and hanging out with Joseph, Karen, and Arthur whenever I want.
All right, everyone, we have 1 minute left, and it will be 2025. I think it's time we start making our New Year's resolutions. Mine is getting a promotion at work, because everyone is happy with my performance.
My resolution is to be more consistent with what I have been doing this past year.
For 2025, my resolution is to get even better grades this semester, and hopefully I'll be a straight A student, because I want to get into the National Honor Society next school year when I'm a sophomore. Getting a 4.0 GPA is something I've been dreaming of doing.
My resolution for 2025 is being able to watch super simple songs for most of the day, and if I get a babysitter, it has to be Arthur or Karen. Because they always have me watching super simple songs the entire time I hang out with them. Also, I want to go back to preschool in 2025. I am so tired of being in middle school. I want to have snacks in class, sing nursery rhymes, and even take a nap during class.
For 2025, my resolution is to get even better grades this semester, and hopefully I'll be a straight A student, because I want to get into the National Honor Society next school year when I'm a sophomore. Getting a 4.0 GPA is something I've been dreaming of doing.
All right, We now have 15 seconds remaining, and it will be 2025.
We're going to be in 2025, and counting.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year, 2025, Baker family.
Happy New Year, Stephen, Joey, and Sally.
Happy New Year 2025, Mom, Dad, and Sally.
Happy New Year, Mom, Dad, Joey, Baker family.
Let's ring in 2025 on a positive note. I hope it'll be better than 2024.
Happy New Year 2025 to the Peterson family and Sarah.
Happy New Year, Mom, Alan, Sarah.
Happy 2025 to all of you. Mom, Sarah, and Tony. If Dad were here, I would also tell him Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year to all of you, especially Alan. And may we begin 2025 on a stronger note than we began 2024.
Our resolution for 2025 is to continue helping Alan manage his emotions in certain situations, and more consistently.
No, 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 just no. Why does it have to be 2025? I want it to be 2024.
Chris, why do you have to behave like this on New Year's? Like Penelope told you earlier, we always go through this.
Because I do not want to go back to school next Monday. I want to continue staying home watching super simple songs and playing video games. Seriously, I want it to be 2024.
Chris, you're going back to school on Monday, just like all the other students. Now, enough with that attitude already. Chris Percy, you just knocked down the Christmas tree. How could you act this way on New Year's? Go upstairs to your room right now. We're all going to bed.
We're going to discuss with you about your behavior in the morning.
Why?
Now, using GoAnimate logic, I will put the Christmas tree back up.
Now, let's all get ready for bed.
Chris, stop it. Just stop it.
Here I am, enjoying the weekend before I have to go back to school. I don't want to have to be around Alan, but I don't see him very often anymore because he is always in the quiet room. Now, what is there to watch on Netflix? Family Guy? The Simpsons? SpongeBob SquarePants? Oh, hey, Mom and Dad, do you need anything?
Roger, we're going to have lunch downtown with our friends again, because it has been almost 5 months since we last saw them.
Can I come along this time?
I'm afraid you can't. We hired another babysitter to watch over you while we're downtown. What's wrong, Roger? You never had a problem with a babysitter before.
Mom, Dad, do not give me another babysitter. I am 17 years old, for crying out loud, number one. And number two, Alan should be the one getting a babysitter, not me.
Roger, don't talk to us that way. You're getting a babysitter, and that is final, due to the way you behave a lot of the time.
Besides, you also don't talk like that about Alan. Remember what we told you about him?
Okay, fine. Who will the babysitter be?
Your babysitter this time will be Miss Stillwater.
Who is Miss Stillwater?
She is a 5th grade teacher at Lakewood Elementary, and she also is a babysitter part-time when she isn't teaching.
5th grade teacher. Interesting.
Oh, that must be the babysitter. Do you want to answer the door? We have to get going. See you in a few hours, and remember to be on your best behavior for Miss Stillwater.
Hello there.
So you must be Miss Stillwater, is that right?
Yes, I am Miss Stillwater, and you must be Roger.
I am Roger. You can come on in. Take a seat.
So, I heard that you are a senior in high school, is that right?
Yes, I am a high school senior. Go class of 2025.
Anyways, I was going to fix us some lunch. Your parents told me there was food in the refrigerator that I can use to make the lunch.
I actually have a better idea. Why don't you order something from Uber Eats?
I'm afraid I can't do that. Your parents told me they didn't want me to take you out to eat, or even get Uber Eats.
No, I demand you order a pizza from Uber Eats, because the food that my parents have isn't as good as Papa John's Pizza or Domino's. So I want you to order us a pizza.
Hey, you don't talk to me like that. It is very disrespectful. Haven't you forgotten how to say please and thank you? And second of all, I said I am not ordering any food from Uber Eats because there is already plenty of food in the refrigerator.
Hey, don't you tell me what to do. And I demand that you order a pizza from Uber Eats. I do not want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I am way too old for those. I am not in elementary school anymore. If you don't order me my pizza, I am going to sue you in court.
I don't have a lot of time to be arguing with you about what we're having for lunch. I'm going into the kitchen, and you can work on your laptop while you're waiting, and I will let you know when lunch is ready.
That sounds fine with me. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to keep watching The Simpsons on my laptop, and then I can watch episodes of Family Guy, or instead, I will watch funny cat videos on YouTube. Ha 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 ha. These cat videos are so funny, I can't stop watching them all day long.
Roger, lunch is ready. You can come into the kitchen.
All right. I hope Miss Stillwater made a pizza, even though she is not ordering anything from Uber Eats. Are we having sandwiches again? This is reminding me of my last babysitter from about 5 months ago.
These are ham sandwiches that I made, and they are really good. Feel free to take one.
I thought we were going to have pizza, even if it's a frozen pizza that my parents bought at the grocery store the other day.
We're not having pizza today, we're having ham sandwiches. And I thought you would enjoy having them.
Absolutely not. I will not eat these silly sandwiches because I am not in preschool, kindergarten, or even elementary school. I am 17 years old. These sandwiches are for babies only, and I am too old to be having sandwiches.
Roger, enough with that entitled attitude. You are starting to remind me of a particular student I taught for 5th grade, and he was acting all entitled, childish, never did his homework. Now, no one is too old to eat sandwiches. And I suggest you take a sandwich, because that is what we're having for lunch.
Fine, you want a sandwich? Here, take one.
You know what? I'm just going to go back to my house, and I will be telling your parents about how you behaved for me. I don't know why I am even babysitting a 17-year-old in the first place. This is just a waste of my time, and I have homework assignments to grade.
Good thing you realized I am too old to have a babysitter, unless I am that big crybaby Alan who spends all day in the big kid playpen at school. Now that Miss Stillwater left the house, I can at least enjoy more funny cat videos on YouTube.
Roger, we are very disappointed in you right now. We can't believe that you disrespected Miss Stillwater while we were having lunch.
For this, you will be grounded for 2 weeks. There will be no TV during that time. No hanging out with Nancy, no leaving the house other than to go to school or walk around the neighborhood. Now go upstairs to your room and think about what you did.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Oh no! What in the world is going on?
Chris, it's time to get up. It's 6:30 in the morning, and today is your first day back at school.
Mom, how many times did I tell you there is no way I am going back to school? And this is why I wanted to stay in 2024. I want to stay home and play video games and watch super simple songs.
Chris, enough of that attitude. Everyone is going back to school because the Christmas vacation is over. So you need to get ready. Okay.
Absolutely not! I refuse to go back to school. I want to stay home and play video games, watch baby shows, all day long. That is way more fun than having to listen to a boring lecture all day long and taking notes in class. And having to do a bunch of homework.
Chris, you're going to school, and that's final. Now, I'm not going to say it again, but you need to get up. You need to have some breakfast and you don't want to miss the bus. Okay.
Okay, fine. But I hope my teacher will let us play video games and watch baby shows during class.
Chris, stop being silly. You know that your teacher doesn't allow you to play video games or watch anything on your mobile devices during class time.
Notebook, check. Pencils, check. Binder, check. Lunch, check. Calculator, check. Textbooks, check. I'm already set for school. Now, all I need to do is have breakfast, and then catch the bus.
Penelope, looks like you're getting ready for school.
I am already set for school, and I will be having breakfast in a few minutes. Why aren't you in a good mood today, Chris?
I'm not looking forward to going back to school because I really enjoyed the Christmas vacation, being able to watch baby shows and play video games all day.
I know how that feels, but everyone has to go back to school. It's just part of life. Why don't you get your backpack ready, and then come back downstairs for breakfast.
I wonder where Miss Anderson is. She's usually at school before class starts, and the bell already rang like 5 minutes ago. Who cares?
Chris, be quiet.
No, you be quiet. And why don't you mind your own business?
Excuse me, class.
Oh look, it's Grandma Jones!
Yes, very funny, Chris. But anyway, I am here to let you know that Miss Anderson is unable to come in today because she lost her voice, and is currently recovering at home. We don't know when she will return.
Oh my goodness.
Does this mean we get to go home right now?
No, Chris. You're not going home, because you will be getting a substitute teacher until Miss Anderson gets back.
Oh no!
Anyway, I think it's time that I introduce you to your substitute teacher. Class, say hello to your substitute teacher, Mr. Wiggles.
Hello class, I am Mr. Wiggles, and I will be your substitute teacher.
Well, I'll leave you with Mr. Wiggles, and good luck on your first week back at school after the Christmas break.
Alright students, before we get started with today's lesson, why don't you all introduce yourselves, and then we can... Hey! Excuse me?
My goodness, what were you thinking? I am about to eat my hamburger obviously, because all I ate for breakfast was cereal and toast.
Chris, you shouldn't be eating in class. That's against the rules.
Entitled Catherine, I know that. I don't care. I'll eat if I want to. In fact, if I had a Pepsi with my hamburger, I wouldn't hesitate to have that right here in class.
Alright young man. Hand over the hamburger so we can continue on with the lesson.
No! I'm going to eat my hamburger in class, whether or not you like it.
Excuse me, but I thought I told you to hand over that hamburger. Just because Miss Anderson isn't here right now doesn't mean you can act up.
Oh, please! I do this all the time when Miss Anderson is here. And when she tells me to stop eating, I call her an entitled Catherine. So, if I don't listen to Miss Anderson, what makes you think I can listen to you, and particularly your funny-sounding voice?
I am warning you now, young man. Any more of this behavior and I am sending you to the principal's office. Am I clear? I'm not going to tell you again. Hand over the hamburger.
Fine, you want a hamburger? Here you go.
That's it. Principal's office, now.
Chris, what brings you here to my office?
It's because Mr. Wiggles would not let me eat my hamburger in class, and he told me to hand it over to him. I don't care about that silly rule. I'm going to eat in class whenever I feel like it.
No. Miss Anderson's classroom rules also apply when there's a substitute teacher, and just because she is out for at least this week doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. And it is against her classroom rules to be eating during class. That's why we serve breakfast in the morning before the school day begins. Because of what you did, you will be serving detention with Mr. Parker for an hour this week, starting from today. You can go back to class, and I will be informing your parents about this.
No! I want Mr. Wiggles to let me eat hamburgers during class.
He's not going to let any of you eat in class. Now get out of my office.
Okay, fine. But remember that I can eat during class whenever I feel like it.
Chris Percy, we can't believe you disrespected your substitute teacher by not listening to him, and you have to serve detention after school this week.
For this, You will be grounded this week. No TV, no video games, and don't leave the house other than to go for a walk around the neighborhood and go to school. Also, you will start your homework right away when you come home from school. Now go upstairs to your room and think about what you did.
Why?
Griff, enough slamming doors already. I'm trying to do my homework,